Hello, and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and it doesn't take much to get me to try blue-white control. It doesn't take very much. Maybe not anything at all to get me to play more Hullbreaker Horror, but when you see a world champion and just an S-tier level pro, an MTG Hall of Famer post a new blue-white list, well, it inspires even another YouTube creator you gotta try it out, card for card as it is. So this list comes from Huey Jensen, who made a video on Channel Fireball's YouTube channel. You guys should check it out. We'll have more about it at the end of the video, but hopefully I remember to post a link down below in the comments. If not, just search YouTube for Channel Fireball, Huey Jensen, blue-white control. You'll find it pretty quickly. And it's cool because he's an excellent player. He knows a lot about blue-white. He was running the Sphinx's Revelation Elixir of Immortality game long ago. One of my heroes in the game. I would watch the GPs every weekend when there was coverage to see him playing that deck. I could watch him play that deck forever. Awesome. But when he posted this list, I was like, oh yeah, that's awesome. It takes a lot to, when you get into something as a content creator and as a deck builder, when you get really into something, like I'm into Lear, it's hard to get me away from Lear. Jacob Hawken as well. Like, if you just take those cards away from me and we build around Hullbreaker Horror from like a ground level without those cards, the deck comes out very differently. So you'll notice that this deck does not have Divide by Zero, does not have Lear, does not have Jacob Hawken, does not have a lot of the spells I usually put in decks. Fading Hope, that is a noticeable absence here. So I'm really excited to try out this different version. What it does have is so much card draw. So many what they call cantrips, cards that you play and then replace themselves with another card. Consider, Revitalize. There's 3 Memory Deluges and 4 Behold the Multiverses. So there's so much card draw in this deck, which I think gives it a very good main deck against other control decks. But it is scary to play against the aggro decks, and we have 4 copies of Doomscar. Hopefully we draw those against aggro, which is very prevalent in Best of 1, where I'll be playing. Huey's deck and video is Best of 3, by the way. And we have 4 Fateful Absence to also fend off aggro, and 4 Revitalize. One card that is new, that I hadn't played yet, and that seems to really help against aggro, is Cemetery Protector. This is 2 white for a flash 3/4 human soldier at Mythic. When it enters the battlefield, exile a card from a graveyard whenever you play a land or cast a spell. If it shares a card type with the exiled card, create a 1/1 white human creature token. So having a flash card that can come down and then generate some blockers to keep you alive, I think that helps out a lot against the aggro decks when Doomscar is being shy and hiding in the deck. So the job here, you can exile a land. Then every land you play, you get a 1/1. That's not bad. But if you exile an instant, every instant you play giving you a 1/1, now that gives me some Monastery Mentor vibes. That another old school card that pooped out tokens. It makes for some really good blockers. Maybe Sedgemoor Witch vibes, more appropriate to the current format. Now, don't say Puppet Stitcher. Those things can't block. Decaying tokens aren't real tokens. Don't at me. You can't change my mind. Anyway, I think that the angles on this deck, just the way that it plays differently from the Lear versions, are going to be really cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. What I love most about this deck, my favorite thing about it, all the card draw. Just give it to me. If at the end of every turn in those staring matches with decks like Izzet, I'm the one casting card draw spells, I'm going to feel so good. Just from turn 1, if I go turn 1 Consider, turn 2 Revitalize, and then maybe we foretell, and then we're beholding, and then we're deluging, and we're just nonstop. Just give them to me. Inject it into my veins, that card draw. It's going to be sweet. What you'll see in this video, you're going to see an epic showdown between my brain and an opponent who has Redain's Shield mode on the battlefield and Paladin class for nearly the entire game. My brain versus those 2 cards. One of them is usually enough to trip me up. Both of them, oh my God. And I set a challenge to myself. I said, CGB, if you can play perfectly against this Redain Shield and this Paladin class for the entire game, you will truly ascend to another plane. and that's what we try to do. So you'll have to see how that comes out. You're also going to see the return of a known mono red adversary for the channel in the form of the screen name Pink Floyd, but they're singing a new tune this time. And then you're also going to see an epic showdown with Izzet, all the epiphanies, all the Goldspan dragons. It's a brain melter. I felt like I'd ran a marathon after this match. The ending needs to be seen to believed. You're going to really enjoy it. And also, please stay till the end, because I'm going to highlight something really quick about Huey Jensen's video, and I think that you guys are really going to love it. So also, if you can't stay till the end, but you do want to see more with this deck, or you want to see it in the best of 3 format, there should be a link below to that video. Do check it out. Tell him CGB says hi. By the way, the best of 3 sideboard is intact for those of you who want to go play some best of 3, and there's no learns or lessons here, so we're not losing anything by having the sideboard intact. So make sure you keep an eye on that before you craft if you're only going to play best of 1. But if you do go play some best of 3, this list actually looks really good to me. Like maybe a sneaky meta deck on its way up. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. On the go first. Let's roll. Fun looking hand. The deck's designed for an Izzet meta. Against white, our best card is Doomscar, which we don't have here, so we'll have to find it. Oh god. Alright. Well. Okay then. It's not a Thalia. It's good. So we can't counter anything on their turn anyway. We could Fateful Absence this. We can't saw it coming anything. We can foretell for Behold the Multiverse. I think we just absence that thing. I know we have a Doomscar, but we want to stall as long as we can. Yep, there's an Elite. Their choices here aren't great. Okay, they take the counter. Since things cost more on their turn, we need to cast something now. So would we rather have the Behold or the Deluge? I think it's the Deluge. And we just want to be hitting lands and hitting Doomscars. I mean, this is not a bad hit. But it's not a good flash card either because of their Paladin class. We'll see if they have another Elite Spellbinder. That would be a bit of a tilt for that Doomscar. Okay. They're setting up to be full obnoxious mode. This currently costs 5, so 6 on their turn. LOL. So we could just Fateful Absence this. And then pay the 1. And they still don't have any pressure. Get this set up. Weird game. They're just not putting out pressure and just putting out annoying permanents. Maybe that Fateful Absence was loose because of their Haven and we're supposed to be holding it for the Haven. Probably need to blow that up. But I want to hit land pretty bad. Let's see what we get here. Put it into my graveyard? No. Let's take that. It's a pretty good card. We can take a pretty big hit here. Let's do this. Yay, we hit the land. We can still Doomscar this, or we can foretell this and keep getting set up for the future. Let's keep setting up. Let's see if we get them to play more creatures. They might just chill because they have 2 clues, a shield. They've got a Paladin class that they can charge up. They've got a Faceless Haven that can get in there. But next turn we can hold up the Hall, which they really want to have double strike by the time that we do that. So, okay, they play Adeline. That's fine too. That's good for me. Owie. Opponent's playing a strange game with me. See if we can find land. And what else we can find. Fateful Absence we really want. Don't need more card draw. The deck is loaded with it. First Doomscar. Okay, they don't have a Valorous stance, which was something I was worried about. Haven time. Absence costs 4, remember, from the shield. So it's going to be pretty tough. Like, we're limited to 1 spell per turn on their turn forever, it seems like. Fall to 10. Let's see if they level the class. Yeah. So I think they're going to try to get this done with the Haven. Oh, that's a pretty good draw. We can power up the Hall. Maybe they know that, maybe they don't. Usha, Usha. Maul. So many toys. We could counter it. I don't know if that does any good, really. We don't want to play this until, like, we really make them commit to another Doomscar, and this makes 1/1s on the ground. I think I counter it, and I think I use this. It's making me laugh because it's so outlandishly expensive. But yeah, we don't want them going over the Hall. The Hall is a really good barrier for us. You thought you'd seen the last of this card. Well, little did you know, I'm gonna pay 6 for it. The most expensive cancel of my life. Think we say go? If they go for double strike, what do we do? Flash this in? And what? Nothing. So maybe we're supposed to play this now, because flashing it in is no good. So what we want to do is exile an instant, so whenever we play an instant, we make a 1/1. That's no good either. Oh, what do we do if they double strike? I don't want to absence this. Maybe I'm supposed to Doomscar this. Then I have 4 mana, I can absence their Haven. And then I can Cemetery Protector and start making tokens. We need another land for the Saw It Coming to be effective. This feels weird. It can't be right, can it? Huh, it's probably right. Because we can, if they don't use the Haven, we can counter something. Remember, we need 3 and 1, so we need all 4 mana to play the Absence, and we need 4 to play a Saw It Coming. Here it comes. Haven is here. The mighty, the faceless. Get out. No! All right. Time for the Protector to do some work. Do we flash it in on their turn? Doesn't block very well, does it? And we have to pay extra? What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. We really need to untap with this card. There is the Hall, though. Maybe they'll be afraid of the Hall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what we have. Okay. Yeah, so like they want to... I'm trying to make them afraid of the Hall, so they don't use the Haven. Yeah, here they go to level 3. They want to attack with double strike, force me to block with the Hall. But instead, we're going to play Cemetery Protector. We're going to exile an instant. Let me make absolutely sure I know what this card does. Exile a card whenever you play a land or cast a spell if it shares a card type with the exiled card. Okay. Do I need that? I kind of do, but I need other cards more, I think. Absence, cool. All right, now we need to dodge, like, land Brutal Cathar. We did. We absolutely did. We have some counter spells for their Skyclave apparitions and other nonsense to make more 1/1s to block more things, like this. We're doing it. We're doing it, chat. We're coming back. Yes, I know, there's no chat. Comments just doesn't sound the same. Shutting them down. Woo! Ooh, we're in a fight right now. Another Brutal Cathar. So, we just absence this with it on the stack, right? And that makes another 1/1. But we could also do this first. And we actually get to look at 5 cards because reasons. Oh, the horror. The horror. I think we let this thing get brutalized now. Oh, there's a Field of Ruin though. Okay, we take that. So now we can kill the Field of Ruin. So we'll Fateful Absence this thing. If we do it now with this thing on the stack, we get another 1/1. I'm doing it, guys. I haven't misplayed around Shield once. Not once. It's a freaking miracle. A Christmas miracle. God, stop with the power. It's so much. All right. Hullbreaker Horror, no spells to cast. Let's go. If they draw another Brutal Cathar, well, you know what it would be. Yeah, Brutal. We are threatening a 7/7, though. So they probably won't walk into it completely. We should probably just play it on end step, right? To make absolutely sure. We're not going to die to this attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. All right. Block here. Definitely block this double striker. Definitely block this. Take 5. They've got an absence. That's scary. But they're gonna wish they had saved it. All right, can the Kraken get us out of all this? We need cheap spells. Cards like Revitalize will be huge. We're down to 5. Opponent's like, what's going on? They didn't use field. Do they have another Fateful Absence is the question. I played around Brutal Cathar. I didn't play around another Fateful. Jwari? If they put a spell on the stack, that's good. If they don't, it's not so good. 2 Jwaris. Alright, this is expensive, but here we go. We don't want to do it on their turn because of the class. We have to pay an extra 1. We need cheap cards. There's a Revitalize. Okay, Revitalize pretty good. Doomscar. Not exactly what we want. Did we play a land? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, we did. So we'll take the Doomscar. That Revitalize is huge. And we can play it on their turn to target something on the stack, like the Adeline. Remember, we have to pay 1 because of shield. Ooh, it's tough. It's tough out here, man. That double strike, though. Okay, they're not attacking with Haven, then. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God, it's scary. All right. So they give double strike to Guardian of Faith. I have to trade with Guardian of Faith. Then I Doomscar and I Field of Ruin the Faceless Haven, and I've stabilized. Oh god, oh god, oh god. That Revitalize. We're at 3. Oh god, oh god, oh god. 1, 2, 3, and then I have 3 left. So that's enough to Revitalize. I haven't messed up against the shield once. It's a new personal record. We haven't screwed up yet. I don't know if you guys can tell, my banter is lower. I'm just like fully engaged. I will not forget Paladin class. I will not forget shield. Like that's all I'm thinking. All right. It's time to find another horror. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 mana to counter something. 1, 2, 3 other mana. Let's do this now. And then if we don't counter anything, we can still behold on our opponent's turn. There it is. They just bring that back, so no. Find another cheap cantrip to go with the horror, I hope. Jwari's okay. Call is okay. 2, 3, 4, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 to counter. 2 more. Let's have an untapped. Bounce this later? I think we just counter it. If we play the horror first, let's see, how much does it cost to fully recharge this? 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 5 is 9. They don't have 9. Keep him off that double strike. The Protector. Do you feel protected? let's go in for lands. Still got a few of those. Think we got him in trouble now. Two, 3 creature arrives. Reach for the big guys. Oh, they're a fan? Oh, we had a good fight, didn't we? No point against the shield. I don't have the... It did the thing where it reset my emotes again. I don't have the purple love ready to go. Thanks, dude. Pink Floyd, known aggro mage. Has been on green and white here and there, but played mono red a lot back in the day. Doomscar? Heck yes. We're gonna play this tapped for sure. Just need to hit every land until we can drop a horror. What? No. You went is it on me? Oh god, we need to draw our card draw. We actually have no card draw. We have a great anti-aggro hand. Our deck is loaded with card draw. We have none. There we go. There we go. Let's foretell the Doomscar. There might be a dragon that needs to die. There's an iteration. All right, we need counters, baby. We need a lot of counters. Can you believe Pink Floyd? Maybe they heard me shame them on the channel for their aggro ways, and I had them all figured out, right? I always kept hands based on their aggro tendencies, and now they've changed it up. So normally we keep the considers to try to hold with the horrors, but I think my hand's so bad I have to keep digging. Huey might hold this consider. Watching his video. But I'm gonna play it. Let's take anything that can counter an epiphany followed with a galvanic iteration. Alright. See when we want to fight over Memory Deluge. The deck is loaded with card draw, so once it gets rolling, it should really get rolling. They do nothing. Oh, they're thinking about doing something. Okay, they foretell. Okay. Could have waited a turn to play around Jwari, I just didn't think it was quite worth it. Nothing's gonna hold priority here. Okay, that's rough, but we'll be absencing. Oh wait, let them go to combat. Okay, no negate protection just yet. Cave. Man, considering how much card draw we have in the deck, it's kind of painful. It's kind of painful right now. Getting scared. Next turn we can start forcing with horrors, but they're at the point where they can almost take all the turns. We really need another counter spell, which we just haven't been able to get. Okay, pretty good. But I think we need to hold open just slamming the horror if we get a chance to. It's a little late, right? Because if they go for it here, we can't stop it. We only have one Jwari. Oh, they're full price deluging. Sure. We're gonna get the horror down, right? We could full price deluge too, but if we have the horror down, they need blue Fading Hope to really compete with that. Okay, and they play a tap land. That's pretty real. Now, what can they do about that thing? Can they bounce it and still pop off? They can try to. That's called going for it. Hello? Is there anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home? Two mana. I think this resolves. There is no pain you are receiving. I think I can bounce this just fine. But let's see what we see. The consider. It's all about the consider here. If we go for this and the opponent plays a Fading Hope and just bounces back our horror again, and they do it first this time, it's a pretty big disaster. Because they can go Fading Hope and then they can go Alrund's Epiphany. Am I being too careful? Let's just say go. Gold Span Dragon. With 4 mana open. If they have Divide by 0, they can't Epiphany and Gold Span here. So let's make them do it. Man, they're always so tough. It really doesn't matter. Is always so tough. Foretell? No. I can't fight their extra turns. I don't have a counter. I need Hull Breacher Horror to do that. And they've got enough to do it twice, I think. And they didn't foretell, though, but they have another one right here. I think I'm still going to lose this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not quite enough to do it twice. Not quite enough to do it twice. But if they have a Galvanic Iteration, I can't beat that. I think I need the land. I'm starting to get really bottled up on land. We're not here to bounce the dragon. We're here to keep the extra turn from happening. If I can. One, two, three, four, five, six. They still have it. If that Foretold card's another Epiphany, it's game. It's not. Gulp. It's not an Epiphany. Oh my God. Attack. Down to 8. So close to lethal there, by the way. Take it. Hold. Foretell? Okay. How are they going to survive this turn, though? Foretell again? What the? What are they doing? Are they giving up? Is this the end? Tear down the wall. Tear down the wall. Tear down the wall. Good morning, Worm, Your Honor. We're going for the treasures now. Oh, they do have... Do they have something, or are they just messing with me? Anything weird you've heard is probably a reference to Pink Floyd songs. They're going for it again. Oh my God, I've got to see that Foretell spot. I've got to see that Foretell pile. What a battle. Why didn't they have the mana up for the Saw It Coming to try to push through the Dragonfire? Huh. What a bizarre bit of choices our opponent made. Beautiful hand. And it looks like we get another blue opponent. All right. Lands and counter spells and card draws. Our deck is full of them. Let's keep drawing them. Whoa, snow-covered island. Might be mono blue. I don't know what I'm up against. I'm going to hold this Jwari. I'm up against 2 lands. That's usually pretty good for a Jwari. Oh. There you go. Let's try to shut him down, as that would dig up another land, potentially. Snap this off. They might counter it, and we don't have a lot of velocity. That's pretty good. Okay, they found their land. They found their land, and they got some velocity of their own. So let's just get on the Hullbreaker Horror plan. The staring match. Do you want to fight card draw? Divide by 0. Okay. Teachings. Epic card draw battle. Alright, let's get down. Gonna need a lot of blue mana to do this. And you spend most of your turns from like turn 5 onward just counting how much mana you have and figuring out if you can or should foretell. Like, do I foretell twice here to save the mana for the future? I think I do. I think it's very unlikely. I might get one of these worried, but the opponent has at least shown a little bit of mana issue, and they have a Teachings in hand, so having the foretells down is probably a good idea. Another Wandering Mind. Okay. It's an annoying little thing, isn't it? They really want to fight the card draw. Okay. They got one open, so I guess we'll pop this off. Take the lands. Don't need the creature one. Don't think we'll be having to attack too often with creature lands in this matchup. Now we just need some cheap spells to go with the horror. Feeling strong, huh? Okay. Let's hope they do that next turn. Revitalize is a good one. They probably won't do that next turn, but we'll see. They go for the Teachings, sure. Okay. Could try to force another Divide by 0 out of him. Because we don't have anything to play with the horror right now. But yeah, let's just... I think we just try to get their Divide. We could also go for this, and if they divide this, awesome. Then they don't have it for the horror. I'll do that. They usually divide this if they can. It's a very juicy target, since it goes to exile and stays in exile. They might be forward thinking. They might be thinking about the horror. Okay, we got us saw it coming. Cool. Land. 2 mana open means this resolves through a Divide by 0, and then they have to do something about it. They might have a Fading Hope. And I guess we want to be on the lookout for another power-up haul attack you kind of play. Could be bad. They don't have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have nothing foretold, so they don't have enough to go Epiphany Divide. In one more turn, though, they will. Uh-oh. Hello. Let's see, Fading Hope. Fading Hope. So we can bounce the Fading Hope, but that doesn't do much good, does it? So, what do we do? What do we do? Let's bounce the Wandering Mind. We could also Fateful Absence the Wandering Mind. Right now, this can't be touched. But yeah, I think we do this. And return this to hand. So it's not a lethal attack. Saw it coming. Okay. They drop us to 5. They're at 1 mana open. So this time we can play Hullbreaker Horror and have Saw It Coming. We could also go for Fateful Absence on that thing. We can also resolve this, which can make some tokens. I think we just put this on the field again, right? Man, if they have another... we're just dead, though, if they have another Fading Hope. All right, let's see what they do. Reactive.deck. No room to foretell, either, because we might want to play Horror and Saw. If they power up and attack with this Haul this time, we're probably just going to Absence it. We can't take the risk that Fading Hope will ruin our game. 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, they can't power up the Haul now. Let's see if they have Divide. Prismari Command. Down to 3. Scary. 2 lands discarded. They have something still holding priority for 2 mana. This resolves. What do they have for 2 mana? Dragon Fire, right? Go away. It's got to be Dragonfire. All right, they foretell, so they probably do have an Epiphany. Do we attack? I think we do. If the opponent goes for it with Haul, we've definitely got that covered. So how do they get through this thing? Start with a Fading Hope is a good idea. We should probably counter it. Bounce there, saw it coming. Very expensive spell. Now we've got something else on the board to block for us. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. If they go for this Deluge, we're so happy, so let's target it. Oh wait, yeah, they don't get the window to respond. It's fine. So they can go for the Saw It Coming again, but then they can't play the dragon. So they're letting it go. Hullbreaker Horror sticks. They go for the dragon. We have a Fateful Absence. We can target our own Cemetery Protector. And bounce the dragon, or we can try to kill the dragon, but then they can protect it with a counter, so... Awkward indeed. Thank God we didn't foretell. We needed everything available in that one, didn't we? Ooh. Do I have any spells, though? I have 3 mana left if I play this. Which means I would have to target a thing with Fateful Absence to have a bounce. I think that's fine, though. How are they going to beat those? On the other hand, we have this and this, so we could have 2 instants. And it could probably find another instant. The odds are pretty good that we'd find another instant. Oh man, I don't know about this. I don't know about this play. Gutsy. If they can push their All-Run's Epiphany through somehow, or if they can bounce the horror, then play it, they're in good shape. Let's see what they find. Light up the night. That's oh my god. 1, 2, 3. Can they do it twice? They need an untapped land, right? It's so close. Yeah, they need an untapped land. Oh, they're not going for it, though. They're going for a Deluge. Do we bounce the Deluge because they could hit a Fading Hope? If they hit a Fading Hope, and then they do this, we can play Fateful Absence and bounce their Fading Hope. And then they just light up the night anyway. We gotta let it go. I think what they're gonna try to do... God, what are they doing with this Deluge? This is so weird. Because they're a land from going for lethal with the light up the night. Who plays this? This maniac. I mean, I guess when you're big PP, Timmer big PP, you play light up the night in your Is It deck. Divide the horror. It's indestructible, see? Game! My goodness, it's like I've been in some mud wrestling match is what it feels like after these games. There's so much going on. And we are back for the as promised post-game wrap. I'm actually not back from Vegas, although I should be arriving the day you watch this. I haven't left yet. This is the 8th intro I've recorded today, but I decided this one deserved an outro as well, mostly out of respect and appreciation for William Huey Jensen, former world champion, I guess always world champion. It's like you do it once, you're forever champion, you know, that kind of thing. And also Hall of Famer, and just a really cool guy. This is a quick cut from his video, which again, Channel Fireball, check it out. You can search for this. There should be a link below. Leave a comment, say hi. Pretty awesome video. I've watched it twice. Look at this just little quick shot. 131 life to 15. 131 to 15. And there's a Book of Exalted Deeds on the battlefield. There's a counter on this Faceless Haven. Guess what that is? Yeah, it was another Book of Exalted Deeds. That is a can't lose the game counter. This is what Huey is facing down. And Huey keeps saying, I'm probably just going to lose this game. What happens? Jaywood over here starts giving him the good game spam. You good game spam, an MTG Hall of Famer. And Huey in his classic deadpan says, I'm really going to try to win now. Well, there's 20 more minutes in the video. You've got to see how it ends. So I hope that's a good tease for his video. I hope you'll check it out. Tell him CGB says hi. And on that note, thank you for watching this video. My stats right now with the deck. I had the intro all set and now I got to ruin it. Anyway, stats. You guys like stats. 48 minutes of gameplay. 3-0. I can't wait to get back from Vegas and play it some more. It's the last deck I played before leaving, so I'm looking forward to it. We're resting at Mythic number 116. Hopefully that holds well while I'm out of town for like 5 days. We'll see where it is when we return. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Go check out his video. Let him know we said hi. You're cool.